Ugh, who needs an alarm clock when you got two Jack Russells waking you up in the morning? Bloody hell. Well, I say that, I don't think Holly is a Jack Russell. Well, he was sold as a purebred Jack Russell, but I think he's got a little bit of beagle in him. I mean, if you've seen the bloody size of him, you'd know why. But Rosie, hold on, I'll turn the camera around. Rosie's just decided to jump up on my bed and go Kip. Spoiled little rat. But no, someone asked me just literally just now, and I thought, I literally put to him, wait till my YouTube video's out, I'll answer him on that. So I'm going to tell him at the beginning. Someone asked me, Joe, where did you go on the drive yesterday? And literally, I was going to film it, but basically, those of you who know Uxbridge, I went up through towards West Ruislip Station, actually. So, anyone who is from America or anything like that, if you search Rocker Park Avenue, Harefield, that is where I ended up. Like, make sure you put UK on the end of that, otherwise you won't bloody find it. But done a little turnaround on that semicircle. No, I didn't. I went down that little mini one-way semicircle thing. Didn't go at the end of it because I turned left. Came through Hillingdon, went towards West Drayton a little bit. But before getting to West Drayton, so rather than turning left to go to West Drayton through Stotley Park, what I did was I turned right and then went back to Hillingdon Hospital. Did that, closed all my windows a lot. Put my face mask on. Came past Hillingdon Hospital. And then straight home, I think. But that car hasn't been started in a month. Bloody hell, this is what I'm like in the morning, guys. Like, if you think this is me in the morning, you want to see me at night. I'm going to try to do a vlog all day. I can't make promises. Anyway, I'm going to quickly jump off just to spend a little bit of time with this rat. If I can't call her a dog, she's a rat. I'll probably have a coffee in a bit and I'll probably be a little bit more energetic, yeah? In a bit. Alright, YouTube, sorry about the lighting. If I step over here, you will see that light a little bit more, but while I'm stood over here, you probably won't notice it. But as you could probably hear, I'm just maybe. Hold on. Oh, there you go. It's not as bad now. Okay, them two lights aren't helpful. Hold on. Okay, I wiped the camera, but it didn't do it much justice. But yeah, no, as you can see, just starting the kettle. You can probably hear it as well. But no, I'm going to try to go out and walk with the dogs today, and maybe. Well, see, the thing is that there's already been a warning on the BBC to not take your dogs off the lead because some people will just run up and take the dog. So, I don't know where to take them though, that's the problem. Because some people in this country are just quite frankly arseholes who will just do that. And I'm not blaming anyone in particular, but I'm just saying there are some people out there that will take dogs. Oh, by the way, someone says to me, Joe, when you get your hair cut soon. As soon as they reopen, bud, I'll get my hair cut. But I might keep it as late for a little bit more. I mean, they say longer hair keeps you warmer in the winter. I don't know, I've never bloody tried it. I need to get this bloody fringe cut though, look. Look how low that fringe goes down. I need that bloody cut. But, it's not too bad though. You push it back, it sort of, normally does behave itself. I can't remember what I was going to say. Here, I'll have me coffee and I'll probably remember what I'm going to say. Someone just asked me, Joe, what's a disclosure and barring surface? So over here we call that the DBS. And so take my DBS for example, I help out in the youth club, just ignore that, I'm just making a tortilla. But, you're done? Microwave making a load of noise. But basically what that is because I help out a youth club, and Avatar, I think Avatar watches my YouTube videos. Is a guy who he actually runs a youth club, I believe. But it's been so long since I've been in that youth club, I can't remember who does what anymore. But no, so Avatar, correct me if I'm wrong. Just put a comment if you want. But basically, I can see the kids like at the youth club when I'm helping out. Basically, I can help out, yada yada yada. But I shouldn't be meeting them outside of the youth club, if that makes sense. So I mean, unless I go into their school and tell them about the youth club, then maybe I suppose anyone from the DBS, please comment like that. I don't know if that works, but it depends. Like, depends on the situation. Like, so take my YouTube channel. It's kind of a little bit awkward at the moment because someone wanted to do a meetup and I literally said I can't because of the DBS. So, I mean, I've done 10 years at youth club. I have no intention of stopping, but I'm more than happy to send you a message or something saying happy birthday, enjoy your day. You know what I mean? There's nothing in this world that's going to stop me from doing that. So, yeah, that's it. I mean, I don't know anyone from the DBS. I don't know if I got any of that right, but please comment. Yeah. Anyway, I'm just having a tortilla. I better actually just quickly check how warm that is, actually. I don't know why the sugar's over there. But, hang on. There's another minute. But, yeah, no, guys, so I am going to try to do a driving video at some point. I don't get paid till next week for my universal credit. And, guys, bear in mind that everything in Britain has been a little bit difficult at the moment, not just because of COVID and not because of the new strain and all, but we can't just go out. So we have to go out for a logical reason. Next week, I'm going to make my shopping trip to Asda in, I think it's Ruislip Manor, because in that way I can film a bus route for you guys as well in the process. But there's nothing against law on how I should get there, like whether I deviate. They haven't said that you have to take the most direct route, so there is nothing that, you know, they can't say anything, they can't tell you which route to take. So if, you know, it's just a load of complicated piece of crap, really, this coronavirus. So had this not have happened, had that guy not bit down on the ban, had China have actually told us sooner, then we might have actually, you know, been slightly more prepared for it. But yeah, China kept it to themselves, and now we're all bloody fucked, really. So excuse my French. That's just me being nice. I'm gonna have me tortilla, and I'll catch you guys in a bit. I'm watching Rod Stewart on the telly, and look, Rosie's watching the telly. It's because his dog Gio is on telly, that's why. Lance, if you're watching this, it's got to be the funniest thing you've seen, but come on, that's just funny. Alright YouTube, excuse the light there, my camera needs a bit of a clean, don't know why. But no, those of you who want to know, I will be giving my phone number out on this, but why's my nose so damn itchy? I will be giving my phone number out on this, but it'll probably be towards the end. Those of you who are on WhatsApp, those of you who are from America, any other country bar the UK, because I have a UK number, hence living in the UK. Hang on. There you go, I can actually hold the camera now to my face. But no, force of habit I normally put on the table when I'm sat down here. But no, those of you who are in America, Australia, Ireland, excluding Northern Ireland, because Northern Ireland is part of the UK. just anywhere that's not registered as being part of the United Kingdom, download WhatsApp and text me off that, because I will not respond to you normally if it's not a UK number. So yeah, I have thought about this, and on the advice of Free, they have said you can do it. Your choice, it's your number, but just, obviously be warned that you'll probably be getting spammed a lot. So it depends if I do choose to go ahead with it. There will be an announcement later in the video if I have gone to do it or if I haven't. Or I might just do it over on TikTok, which might be slightly easier. Anyway, Nan's coming over for a little bit because Claire's got to go out and do something. Claire, my auntie, if you don't know who she is. Yeah, and I just said to Nan, look, you know what, come over, make a coffee, and we'll just do whatever. Anyway, I'm going to go because I'm currently watching another YouTuber, Life of Tom. He's actually quite good. I'm watching his How to Have Fun in Dubai video. So that is actually it's insightful, actually. Staying at Atlantis, so I think I might try that when I'm old enough to. Anyway, I better jump off. I'll catch you guys in a bit, yeah? Alright guys, sorry about the camera. It's just something along this side of the camera here. It's just a little bit smeary. I don't know why. I'm going to get a few wet wipes and clean it in a minute. But I wanted to say what I'm going to say before I actually do clean it. Otherwise it might look even worse. So, basically someone said to me, Joe, what's going on with your car? So, I'll give you the full story. The car's working now, just the timing chain needs repairing. Andy, my mechanic, he's a wonderful mechanic. So he come up and said the car was safe to drive, yet the car was still having problems. Andy wouldn't come up because he believed the car was fine. So, which is totally understandable. He couldn't see anything wrong with it. So I took it down to a guy called Adrian, who is my uncle's mechanic. And he literally had, this is what he said, he had the car up on the ramp. And he said it was absolutely peeing oil everywhere. So there were 2 bolts missing out the back. I can't remember what it was called. But it was literally all the oil was coming out of that. It was absolutely going everywhere. So he had to fix that. The car was in for the night. I was honestly hoping to get the car back that day. But because of the severity of what went wrong, it's just a load of things went wrong. Andy's diagnostic checker didn't pick it up, which is a little bit worrying. But Adrian's did. After all the bolts got sorted, I don't think Adrian did the diagnostic checker. I think he replaced the fuel valve and the fuel filter, I think. Adrian, by the sheer chance, if you're watching this, I will try to come down and get the timing chain sorted. Not now. I'm probably going to give it about February or something, just to, before we actually... I mean, I don't think a timing chain is really going to make the car fail. Make it fail its MOT. So, I mean, most cars get quite old anyway. I mean, most of them make a lot of noise. The only problem is if it starts producing carbon monoxide. I mean, hopefully I am going to, we're just going to run out the course of whatever life this car has left. It's currently a Vauxhall Corsa. It's about 12 years old. It's an 09 plate, so it's early 2009. It has done about 116, maybe 117,000 miles. So you can't... It's not really ever the age of the car. It's how many miles it's done. Because the more miles it does, the more things that can go wrong with it. So your timing chain only has a certain amount of miles it can do. So it's your head gasket, your oil pressure switch. I mean, mind you, they just tend to go on their own. Your fuel valve, fuel filter, the oil tank. Any part of the car will have a certain amount of miles it can do. Your oil tank should have the most amount of miles it can do because that's the thing that needs to hold the oil. So if that keeps going, then yeah. But I'm just getting a load of Snapchats now. But Yeah, guys, if you are thinking of buying a car, please don't be overconfident in what the car is doing. Cars can and will fail. You have seen it on my YouTube channel multiple times when my blue car has failed. It used to do it every 3 weeks. It used to go into a breakdown. It used to just absolutely throw a hissy fit. Heck, one time I had to even cycle to church because, quite frankly, my car was just not working. So I had to get the bike out and I actually had to cycle. So it wasn't too bad. I kind of would have wished that the car had done it later on in the week because later on that week it was actually sunny. So yeah, this is about 2 or 3 years ago now. So it purely depends on how well the car is looked after. Um, and it just depends on how well the car is. I might be getting Adrian to do my MOT again because I trust Adrian because if the car fails its MOT, I trust Adrian to just keep hold of the car and fix whatever is failing, making it fail the MOT and fix it. So yeah, I mean whether the car has to be gone for a day, whether it has to be gone for 2 days, I don't mind. This is what you need to bear in mind with some cars. Sometimes you might need to make a sacrifice. Sometimes you might need to think, okay, now I've got to leave the car. I've got to walk everywhere now for 2 days. You're never going to have a car all year round, okay? Your car over a certain age will start to break down. The only time you're going to have your car all year round is maybe for the first 3, 4, 5 years of its life. So, come about 6 years, things might start to go bad. You might have a few little niggles that you need to fix. You just want to keep an eye on everything. Don't over ref. In fact, sometimes you can turn at 20 miles an hour with, but just if you're taking the corner, just please slow down to 10 miles an hour because that is what they teach you to do when you do your driving test. I can't remember what 10 miles an hour is in kilometres. Alexa, what's 10 miles an hour in kilometres an hour?
10 miles per hour is 16.1 kilometres per hour.
So it's about 16 kilometres an hour, roughly. Just please slow down on corners. The more you're pushing down an accelerator, the more stress you are adding to your car. So if you're holding the clutch down a slight little bit, but you're still accelerating, you're actually riding the clutch. And any car does not like you riding the clutch. So this is preferably cars that do have a clutch. So just be careful that if you've got a manual, just be careful with shifting gears because the link in it can go. And I have had that. If you guys remember when I was still going to BCA college, I was on the way to enrolment actually, and the link snapped. And it didn't feel like it at first. I just left home. He said it had been snapped for a while. And he said, you've been driving with a dodgy link. And he said, it's only just really gone now. So we had to just sit for about an hour and wait for him to come. That was the last enrolment day as well, so I should have gone up. That was in the blue car, actually, about 2 odd years ago. So that was the only time I'd ever really driven to college on enrolment days. Normally I'd just get the college bus because it would just save so much petrol, or I'd just get a minibus there. It was just so much easier. But America, I have had this before. What we call college is, I think, what you would call high school. What we call uni is what you would call college. So it's something like that. I don't know. Maybe different parts of America call it different things. But yeah, guys, just please don't take the mickey with your car. Take to note the car's age and how many miles it's done. As I said, it's not really the age. It's more or less the miles. It's just pay attention to what your car's doing. Your car will tell you it doesn't like something, and you can tell by the attitude it's giving you. If the car's not accelerating properly and it's not picking up speed as it normally would going up a hill, you're probably a gear too high, or you probably haven't given it enough acceleration to get up the hill. My car does this most of the time, and sometimes I haven't given it enough acceleration. So what you need to do is go back down a gear. If you've got an automatic, your car should do it itself and should sort itself out. But if you've got a manual, just switch down the gear, because that is never really stress your car too much, because it's just once something breaks in the car, it's broken and you've got to get it repaired. Same thing goes to the head gasket. You know me, I've had 2 head gasket failures in my driving life. One was coming back from the New Forest in the blue car. I didn't make it any further past Winchester. I was hoping to make it to Hook, at least, which is just past Winchester. And I thought if I could make it to Hook, I could get to a mechanic and we could actually see what the problem was. But by the second or third exit, after pulling out of Winchester service station, it was, because it had gone, you could hear it had gone while we were coming out the service station. And I thought, I'll just get to Hook. And I didn't obviously at the time know it was the head gasket, because the head gasket had never gone on me before. I mean, it was playing up all week before that it would slowly overheat. You'd have to stop the car, the heat would come down, and it'd be fine the rest of the day. If your car is doing that, please don't ignore that, because that is a key sign of your head gasket failing. That is a key symbol, and that is something that is telling you that your head gasket will go at some point that week. Once that happens, you are at the point of no return. The first point, when you really know you're buggered, is if your engine coolant starts bubbling over. And that is as soon as you take the switch off, the lid off. My lid is stuck in the engine coolant at the moment. It's causing no problems. It's got a ton of water in there. We'll probably just take it. I'll just take it up to Adrian when it's due for its MOT. The car never really overheats anyway. But yeah, got it to Winchester. I think it was third exit. Pulled off, went over a roundabout and pulled outside the farmer's field. He actually, why does my phone keep doing that? Oh, mum's home. But just don't be too pushy with cars. Anyway, I'm going to jump off because Rose is going to go mental and you won't be able to hear a word I'm saying. Keep yourself safe, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. I'm just sat here editing and I just realised I forgot to say the car is definitely fine. Like, whatever I said, like, I can't remember what I said. I would go back and watch it, but I don't have 10 minutes. And I was talking for like 11. So, whatever I said, the car is fine. Just ignore what I said. The cam belt needs, no, the timing belt chain thing needs replacing. It's just a minor little nickel. If you really want the cliff notes, catch you guys in a bit. Nearly forgot to say, keep yourself safe, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.